Hello, my name is Nicholas Njasi. I work at Madison Life Assurance, the Customer Experience Department.
Hello, my name is Irene Wanjiro. I work at the Customer Experience Department at Madison Life Insurance, and today we are going to take you through our department and what role we play to our customers. So Njasi, kindly explain to me, if I'm a customer and I want to purchase a life insurance product, what channels can I use? How do I get to understand the life insurance products?
Oh, thank you, Irene. For our products, if you want to purchase insurance products or any of our services, we have this information available in several places. One, you can get this information through our website, which is very detailed, where we break down all the products, what is required of each product, the benefits that apply to each product. Through our channels, the social media channels, we post a lot of educational content to try and demystify insurance and give information to clients about our products. Just to ensure when clients want to purchase, they are well informed. And our onboarding process is very, very clear, very elaborate, just to ensure that the moment a customer purchases our insurance product, they really get to understand, this is what the product is about, this is how it will help me. And maybe just to give you a bit more details on the process, if you want to purchase an insurance product, you may be required to provide some documents. Again, this information will be available online on all our channels. And also we also use very well trained financial advisors who are also able to take you through as a customer through the process and what is needed. But some of the basic requirements would be identification. So you may need to provide either your national ID card, your passport, the KRA PIN, your contact details. This would include your email, your telephone number, and this is again to ensure as a customer throughout the process we are able to keep in touch with you. So once we receive the application documents, we go through them, and then once we confirm that you have provided the required documents, we enter the details into our system, and at that particular point, as a customer, you receive an alert. This is to tell you the process has begun, and we have received the application and it has been accepted. And this is just to make sure, as a customer, you are aware of how the documents and the details you provided, how they are being processed by the company. Once we are through with onboarding your documents and all your information into the system, the next step is the premium payment. And once the premium payment is made against your policy, remember when you take an insurance policy, you will pay a premium. And once we receive this premium, this is when we would say the insurance cover has started. So what happens when we receive the premium? The premium is usually allocated to your policy. And now this is when we can say, now I am covered. But the moment that happens, we usually do two things. One, we will send you a policy document to your email. And just to let you know, a policy document, basically this is a very important document. It's the one that shows this is the policy you purchased. These are the benefits that come with it. This is what is expected of you as a customer to do, so that as you service the policy, and this is what is expected of the company as you service the policy. So it's a very important document for the customer to actually go through, because it's the one that will make the customer understand everything about the insurance policy that they have purchased. But on top of that, once we issue the policy, we also give customers a call to notify them and to let them know that your cover is now, you are now on cover. And we also take you through how to access the document, how to go through the document. And we also give you an option. Once you go through the document and you want clarification, then you can get back to us, just to make sure throughout the journey of servicing your insurance, you really understand what it is all about. So that is it, I think, in a nutshell about the onboarding process. Yeah, and thank you for that. Maybe I would want to ask you, Irene, I'm a customer, I've gotten the onboarding process so well, and I have serviced the policy. And now it has come a time when I need my money. I think in insurance you call that maturity or something. So what is the process? How do I launch a claim? What is the process like? Is it easy for me as a client? Yeah, so.
Thank you, Jassy, for the question, and thank you for explaining about the onboarding process very well. So about your questions for maturities, we have two types of maturities. We have the partial maturities and the full maturities. So for partial maturities, most of the time the customer does not need even to come to our offices. They will just receive a message that the payment has been transferred to their mobile money or their bank account, depending. But when we don't have maybe the documents, sometimes maybe we can call the client and request them maybe to fill an M-Pesa form or send us their bank details so that we can process the partial maturities. But for full maturities, we normally require, most of the time we require the original policy document and the ID, and for them to fill a claim form that they need to sign so that we can process their payment using their bank details or M-Pesa. So this can be done by either visiting our branch or one of our agents, or they can contact their agents who will help them through the process. So after they visit the branch, we receive the documents to the headquarters, where the documents are reviewed by the claims team, and then they're transferred to the finance department for processing. And the process normally takes mostly 14 working days. And I just want to know, sometimes, most of the time, especially with this economy, things are getting hard, and, most of the time people are trying to make money, take loans and all that. So what if I have a policy and I want to take a loan? How do I go about it as a customer?
Interesting. Good to tell you that we've got our customers covered on that. When we talk about insurance, we usually have two types of products. They are investment insurance products, and basically this is why you pay a premium and the company does investment on your behalf. For investment products, those ones we don't give loans against them. But we have insurance policies and products called the endowment products. This is like the education policies. For these policies, we actually advance loans to customers. And the good thing is we don't require any collateral. Unlike when you look at in the the financial industry space, most of them will need you to give a collateral, a logbook, title deed. For us, as long as you have been paying premiums and you've paid premiums for over 36 months, that means the policy is over 3 years, you actually qualify for a loan. So how we determine the loan amount to give you, it is based on the amount of premium that you have been paying. So the loan amount is pegged on your premium amount. And once this is computed, we do actually advance loans against your policy. And again, just as you mentioned in your claims process, the customer can choose where to access the loan through. It can be through their mobile wallet, or it can be through their banks. And the loan processing, again, it's usually done within 7 working days, the processing of the loan.
Thank you, Jassy, for that explanation. What about the interest rate and the term of payment?
Thank you, Irene. On the interest rates, at the moment we are giving loans at an interest rate of 16%, but it's important I mention this is not static, it's not fixed. From time to time, the company will review this interest, and this is based on the company performance, the market forces. So that is how we determine the interest rates, but we try to ensure that we give a very fair interest rate to our customers. Yeah, so basically if you have an education policy, an endowment policy, you can apply for a loan and we'll process that within 7 days. On the repayment, the loan should be repaid within 2 years from the date when it's processed. Yeah, so our repayment term is fixed at 24 months. Yes. So I hope that is clear.
Yeah, very clear.
Maybe, Irene, I wanted to understand, as a customer, I've been paying for the policy, and at some point, maybe I have a query, a complaint that I would want clarified. How can I reach you? And maybe you can mention some of the queries or complaints that customers might have towards or against their policies.
Thank you so much for that question. First, you can raise your query through emails. You can call us through our telephone numbers, and also we are on every social media channel first and foremost. So because we want to make sure that our information is very accessible to, depending on where the customer is. So we are very accessible. Our information is available to our customers across all social media channels.
Oh, interesting. That is to say, I'm able to get in touch with you through almost every social media channel there is out there.
Yes, we are actually almost on all social media channels. You can find us in Instagram, in Facebook, in our YouTube. We have information also in our YouTube channels. We have videos that we have uploaded and in our social media channels like Facebook, where you can get information about our life insurance products. You can DM us even on Twitter as well. So when you raise a complaint, it depends on the type of complaint, first and foremost, I'll say, because different customers approach us with different questions depending on their life policy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, for example, a customer is unable to pay. Maybe they're asking about their partial maturities, the full maturity payment process. But I would mention maybe just some customers, maybe they get to a point they're not able to pay. They want to cancel the policy or see how they can go about that. So maybe I can talk about that. So there are various options that we give our clients if there is such a complaint. First, they can cancel the policy. If a customer insists that they are really unable to pay, they cannot continue, we explain to them, depending if the policy has been active for 3 years, but this depends on whether it's a life policy or an investment policy, because for investment policies, they can cancel after 1 year, but for life policies, it has to be active for 3 years for them to get even a surrender value. But then we also encourage them on other options like paid up policies where they don't have to lose any of their contributions, or also they can reduce the premiums that they're paying. If the premium is too high, we encourage customers to reduce the premiums so that they can continue with the policy until full term. So that is one of the complaints. We have other complaints. For example, they're not able to reach their agents. We can help them transfer them to another agent who is more accessible. So there is also that. We have other complaints. Maybe they want to know if they can get a loan, if they can be covered in terms of disability, So we try to advise them depending on the type of complaint and the type of policy that they have. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but most of the time, and also another thing to add is that if they reach us on any channel, whether it's email, telephone, or social media, we try to make sure that we have on-time performance. But our TAT is normally 24 hours, and we try to help them resolve the complaints within that time frame.
Thank you, Irene. That was a really good explanation. And maybe just to add on that, as I mentioned, through the onboarding process, we ensure we, collect contact details for the client to ensure we are in constant communication. And anytime a customer contacts us, it could be a complaint, it could be a query. We ensure that this information is recorded somewhere for future reference, and just to ensure transparency. We also ensure that we give customers a copy of their correspondence. For example, if a customer comes to one of our offices and they write a letter, or we give them a letter, we ensure the customer has got a copy. And this is just to ensure, even for the customer, on their records, they can trace all the communication and that they've had with us. And we also keep communicating to our customers, requesting them to update us if they change their details. Remember, you can change your bank details, you can change your email for one reason or another. So we give our customers the option to get back to us, and we get to update these details. So we are very transparent, and we ensure that everything we are doing, the customer is also in copy, and they are able to understand what is happening to their policy. We hope to have more of this, and you can actually follow more of these conversations from our company, from various departments, just to really get to know what we do, how we do it, and interact with us through our YouTube channels and through our social media channels to get to learn more about insurance. Thank you.
Bye.